welcome to 5 Minutes, your fast track to smarter insurance technology and stronger leadership. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to show you a better way to lead, scale, and innovate without the chaos. Let's get into it.
Sid, thank you so much for taking the time. We're here at InsuTech America's 2026. It's an amazing show, conference going on. What's your number one takeaway so far, half a day in?
I really loved the panel session that said productionize agentic AI in production, right?
Okay, yep.
That is something that really resonated to me. And a lot of the theme over here is not just implementing AI in general, but the theme here is once you implement AI, how to govern it properly, how to manage it properly, and how to tie it with an actual business use case. So that has been the overall theme. Like, you just don't integrate AI into your products directly.
Right.
You build the foundational infrastructure to support AI. And that is what I like about all the AI presentations and panel sessions that have happened in the conference.
Yeah, there's a couple of interesting things that I want to kind of just peel back on that comment there, Sid, because, first off, so much of, I guess, a lot of the noise that we hear in our industry are just these AI solutions looking for a problem.
Right.
How well have we articulated the business problem that we're trying to solve? By the way, the solve may not be AI, it's like something else, right? So there's that one aspect of it. But then also too, what is the other aspect around operationalization, human change management, the org design, all of those things? Are we giving enough thought to that as we're racing toward the solution?
So my thought on this is slightly different, Miguel. What I feel about it is AI is not going to scale if you directly integrate it with your products, right? From an enterprise architecture angle, you need to start building the foundations first. What are the foundations? You need to have a good API-led architecture. You need to build event-driven solutions for your data pipeline. And then on the security side, you need to have robust security mechanisms, good governance, good auditability, and good security measures overall within your architecture. Like, as long as you can get those foundations in place, AI will fit naturally into it, right?
Now here's something that's kind of interesting. I feel like those are absolutely the right foundational elements to think about. They're not new. These are foundational elements that have existed in enterprise architecture
for years.
Agreed with that. Is there now focus on this now that didn't exist in the past?
No, there is a new way to think about it, right? Now I'm going to break it down into kind of 5 pillars, right? From an enterprise architecture angle. The first pillar is data, right? Now, how do you build your data? Is your data good enough? Is your data trusted enough? Is your data clean? Right? You need to think about how do you provide clean data that fits your system, right? The second pillar is the trust, right? How trustworthy is your data? You need to have some kind of confidence on the data that you're sending to a system, right? And you need to have some confidence threshold. From an AI or agentic AI perspective, it matters the most, because if your data is trustworthy, you can let the automation run by itself.
Of course.
But if your data is not trustworthy, if it misses the trust confidence threshold, you need to have human in the loop, right? So the number 2 pillar is trust, right? Number 3 is the API-led architecture that I talked about, right? It's there since ages. Like, we've been building APIs since last 10, 15 years. But what we need to focus on is reusability. How do you build these building blocks together, and how you can plug them together so that you can innovate faster? Right? The next pillar that, one should focus upon, again, very foundational, but pretty critical for AI, is orchestration, right? How do you build those set of rules that allow these APIs to talk to each other? In the agentic AI world, agents will look at those rules, if you have strict rules in place, and be able to produce better deterministic results if you have robust set of rules in your orchestration workflow. Right. And the final pillar is governance, right? What output you're getting from your AI solutions, right? And who in terms of data, who owns the data, right? What is the data lineage, right? And then in terms of security, in terms of how the AI is producing data, you need to have good set of governance in terms of data ownership as well as in terms of API strategy as well, right? You need to have proper API security strategy, security rules, documentations around API. All of these guardrails will allow AI to be integrated seamlessly within your ecosystem without causing much of in the AI world, hallucination, and will give you very close deterministic results. So that is what we have been trying to achieve.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.